The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
There's been a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks who played as a withdrawn winger.
And he's had some wow moments along the way.
He excels.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Beckham. Played out to the left flank. Hazard. Roberto Carlos clears it away. Oh, he's been caught napping. Takes a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Mbappe really showed what he brings to this side there. A fantastic effort, even if the defence seemed half asleep.
Now it's Mbappe. Argentina have a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Can he get on the end of this? Battling for the right to play in the early stages. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now, can they get him away? Vitinha, and it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Still goalless. Now it's Hullet. Hazard has it out wide and in space. Zanetti, there's the header! back in once more. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nicely aimed pass. Marquinhos is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Del Piero. Threads one in. Vieri. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He is through here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that's gone loose. Del Piero. Well, that has not gone well. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That's an imaginative pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Vieri. Now that looks a decent ball. This might spell danger. Mbappe.
Argentina couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Pass is just off target. Vitinha. That has ended up in no man's land. Hullet. Oh, what a climb! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Clipped into space. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Hullet. Vitinha did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Beckham. Looking to play him in. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That'll be a throw. Now it's Hazard. Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. Mbappe. He's had it taken off him. Roberto Carlos charging forward, the ball at his feet. Has a shot! Wonderful from Del Piero!
Oh, what a superb finish to this first half from a great player. It's lifted the whole mood of the team and indeed the fans, and it should be enough to ensure they go into the break with a narrow but...
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 11. Número 5. Entran.
Here we go again
10.
then.
Messi.
Argentina really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too...
And the shot! That's going to go a long way. Delivers the ball. Terrific header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Del Piero is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Oh, he's gifted it. Martinez! It's in! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Martinez really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Paris Saint-Germain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes...
Chance, surely! He's got a goal! Just one goal in it now! Game on! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Climbs up big! No mistake! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And yes, it's him again. This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Pass just lacking in accuracy. He's in a great position here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Hullet. And Hullet! Room Hullet! That is just a piece of art! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Argentina take the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline.
It's a mighty effort! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 15. Entrará al campo. Número 17.
Now that's well seen too. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for a runner. Great ball, and he's in here. And a chance! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Crossed in early. He rises! He will be livid with himself.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Argentina still have the cards to affect this game. That is good alertness. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Paris Saint-Germain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Up he goes! He has done it! Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
And it's Serginho. And he's picked out the run. Oh, what has happened here? Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Haaland. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Pele puts his foot on the gas. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's got away. Great vision. Now it's Haaland. Chance for a shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. He's had a shot! Lacking in accuracy. Taken back almost at once. Costa Curta. And he's managed to get free. Otto with the clearance. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Played back in. Figo! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Tries to get it clear. And that will be the final act. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, what a difference a half can make, Peter. And the second half saw this team full of courage and energy. It's very impressive how this team turned it all around.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beck.